30 here, Monday, and apparently a holiday. You know, when you get this age and the kids are not in school, kids aren't home. In fact, no kids here. So you can imagine when there's nobody at school to keep me on track, I lose track of when there's a special day, and this is Family Day in Canada. But I got thinking about This Is Me. We had a wonderful discussion today in the MindShift. That's mind shift. It's like shifting our mindset. MindShift Personal Growth discussion group. It's always interesting to hear what comes out of it. And today we were talking about who we are. The whole concept is that when we're born, when that big bang of conception occurs, boom, you are who you are, and that's it. There's certain things that you have no control over, and you just have to accept. That would be into what color is my skin, what color is my hair. We can change things later, but when we're born with it, gender, yes, even today we can even change that later. But that is still the cards that you are dealt at the Big Bang. Anything you have to do from there starts to be the choices we make and the changes we make and so on. So this is me, and who are you was basically our discussion today. It is Coach Sandra, Compassionate Queen of Straight Talk, and I loved the conversation. We thought about, okay, the Big Bang, the egg at conception, there we are. And what was happening, if I can get my finger going the right direction, there was the egg where we're plugged in, and away we go. And oops, oh, there was a trauma. Ooh, there's another valley. Oh, roller coaster. And so we decided that, some things can be either trauma where it's painful all the time, or we can look at life as the roller coaster and say, wasn't that exciting? I wonder when I got all the way up here and I get to the top of the roller coaster and we see that big next step coming. Oh, wow, we slide down there and we don't know how far we're going to go, but we start to understand how we're going to behave within that excitement. So we start to be able to assess what are the risks and what's the adventure. And sometimes we get stuck calling it, oh, there's a trauma and there's hell. Oh, another trauma and there's hell. And I'm never going to get over it. And there's another hell. And oh, you've met people that are just never out of the darkness until someday you decide, I don't want to live in the darkness anymore. I'm going to say, I overcame that. And this valley gave me a place to rest. And this valley had some sunshine, but then I saw something else I wanted to do, another mountain I wanted to climb. And oh, the trudge. And I get up there and look around at that. Oops, I stepped on a bit of an avalanche and there I go again. So this was the journey of the egg. And we looked at it and thought, oh, how similar is that to being plugged in? When we are born, we have got the egg, we've got our journey, we're plugged in. And somewhere along the way, we forget to flip the switch and be switched on. That's what this is all about. So kind of sorting out life is a card game, and the cards are dealt, and what you get is what you get at the Big Bang. That's a new concept, maybe, but not really. Maybe just a new mind shift way of looking at it to decide who we are and what our journey has been. And so the conversation went on to, okay, if I could be born again, what would I want to have different? And that allowed us to dream. Dreaming is good. And it was interesting, as we heard the different things that they wish they could be born with if they were to be born with again, turned out to be right where they are. In other words, we decided who we wanted to be is who we were here, and the future was going on, and we were on our birthday, first day of the rest of our life, no matter what age. Hope that gives you a little bit of interesting reflection for the evening. And until we meet again tomorrow, what is the deck of cards? What were you dealt? Have you accepted? That's it. You can't change that. You can't change it. There was the Big Bang. There you popped out. And that's what you got when you were born. And now the rest of the journey is like, what's the rest of the story? And when do you become aware that, oh, you're writing your story? We are creating our own story. Fascinating, fascinating discussion. I hope you'd like to join us sometime. But in the meantime, please, if you want to hear more about the power of words, the power of our story, the power of creating our own journey, it all comes back to communication, of course. Communication with ourselves, relationship with others. So please comment, like, follow, and there's the link there to link.sandrabox.ca. Go in there and take the second button, which will say to the free workshop, sign up and come on in. Let's sort out what piece of the communication is the one that gives us our lightness. It is Coach Sandra, compassionate queen of straight talk. You can do it, and you know I can help. Good night.